Intersectionality describes how multiple systems of power converge to catalyze expressions of violence that fall more heavily on particular groups. For example, Black people, Indigenous people, women, the young, poor people, immigrants, and LGBTQ people, and less heavily on others. Intersectionality relies on shorthand terms to examine how such systems are interconnected. For example, those of race and gender, or class and nation. These systems each rely on violence in some fashion. Women of color in the United States have been especially harmed by violence, both to themselves personally as well as to members of their families and communities. As a result, they have long argued that violence and power are interconnected, and that these power relations shape the social inequalities that they experience. Women of color do not go willingly to places at the bottom of the social hierarchy. They are forced to go there, often through violent means. Although such violence takes different forms, the reality of violence unites the experiences of Black, Indigenous, Latinx, Asian, immigrant, and poor women in the United States. Combating various experiences of violence was central to mid-20th century social movements for social justice, including civil rights, the women's movement, gay rights, and the anti-war movement. Fighting violence also occurred through a variety of grassroots and local projects that developed a view of violence from below. Women of color in the United States who participated and often took leadership roles in these political struggles developed multifaceted ways of analyzing and resisting violence. Their activism, which took power into account, fostered analyses of violence as intersectional.